Okay, I got the focus issues worked out, I think. So we'll see. All right, so you got a piece of quartz. All right, and that piece of quartz. Now I'm cheating because you saw that little piece of gold, but that piece of quartz goes through your pan. It'll go through your sluice and right out the other end. However, it's got a hitchhiker. Okay? And that hitchhiker comes in the form of gold. Now, to tell you a little bit about this one actually went through the sluice, down into the lower riffles. I had it in a barrel, and I shook the barrel and agitated it. And it's one of my blue barrels, a 20-kilo barrel. And I found the thing floating on top of everything. All right, now, give you some ideas. That, with the quartz on it, poop, 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 right through. Now, there's a coating, a layer of gold on the top of that quartz rock. But remember now about the atomic weights and mass. The quartz has got no mass to it. 2.66 atomic weight. What are we talking? Silicone at 28 versus gold at 196. So what's going to go through your sluice faster? Boom. What's going to go through your pan when you're panning dirty water? You're going to lose that and not even know it was there. It's going to go right on out. Yeah, it will. I guarantee it. All right, so to give you an idea, this nugget, okay, you can see that nugget. Is it going to focus? No, it's still focusing on me. Anyway, that nugget. Oh, damn! You focus, for crying out loud. Anyway, that's a gold nugget. Now, when that flopped down in my pan, it just went boom. Well, actually, in my sluice, and it stuck right to the black mat right up on top. It didn't try to go anywhere, didn't try to do anything. It was flat, didn't get any water underneath it, so it stayed right where it flopped. Got through my screen, my classifier, and everything else because it fit through sideways and slipped on through. Then, actually before, was this little bugger. Now, come on, focus on me. There we go. There we go. So, this guy, okay, it's thin, airy, hard edge, came from closer to the source than that flat one that was well worn. But this one here started flopping through my sluice. Would have gone out the other end. I mean, I don't know for sure, but it may have. But I saw this sucker flopping through the sluice, and I thought, well, maybe I ought to just violate protocol and grab that damn thing, and I did. And sure enough, it was gold, but it was flip-flopping and it was going on through. It was working its way. Now, there's a little guy. I don't know if you can see it. It's not going to focus on it. You sure as hell won't see it. But that little guy, yeah, damn camera. Anyway, that little guy has a better chance of staying in the sluice than this big piece with the quartz on it. Again, we're talking about atomic mass and density. It's the density of the material that keeps it in your pan. Now, when you're panning, keep in mind, platinum is denser than gold. It's atomic weight lighter, but it's denser. Tungsten has the same density as gold does. Its atomic weight is a little bit lighter, by about, I don't know, 10 or less, 7, something like that. But you're talking about the volume of a piece, how big it is, you know, what it displaces, its mass and its density. So something may have a higher atomic weight, but it's not as dense as gold, so, you know, what's going to wash first? But you really got to mind that volume, that density, that mass, that old E equals MC squared and all that stuff, you know, okay, because you're going to lose gold. I'm guarantee you, you're going to lose it. As you're panning, personally, I like to pan in clean, clear water. Stream side is perfect. It's a good life. But you just got to watch what you're doing and pay close attention. Think in terms of that stuff going out. So what you hear where the guy's going, oh, well, yeah, just shake it down and pan it out, you know, in and out like a slot card, and boom, 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 and like you're, be careful, you know. The old timers, well, I don't know, maybe me, I get a little anxious. And yeah, I could pan slower and more cautiously in an effort to reclaim more fines, powder gold. You know, you heard of the proverbial poke full of gold dust that the old timers would use. Well, that's fine and dandy, but you got to be careful and slow and easy, kind of like making love to a good woman. You just gotta take it slow, work it slow to the bitter end, and sometimes that slower, you know, gets them. Anyway, I digress. Think of that as you're panning, and as you're sluicing. You know, watch what goes into your sluice as you're putting that in there, because you can get a hitchhiker, and a good-sized hitchhiker, but if it's on a big enough volume of quartz, it's going to go right on through your sluice, and I guarantee it's going to wash out of your pan first thing. So it's going to ride on top. It's not going to sink down. It's not going to be as heavy as the density sands and stuff like that. It's going to be floating like a quartz, but a heavy quartz, because it's got the gold on it. But be careful. Always turn your quartz rocks over, and hell, any other rock. Turn them over. See what's attached. I've seen cases where gold was on materials that you wouldn't otherwise associate with gold, but it does. You can find gold with a lot of different minerals and metals. So anyway, be careful. Keep it in mind, and happy hunting. Peace, love, love.